Hello. Hello. How are we today? Good day, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're joining us today. And today we are having a series we're having Azure AI Virtual Studies series, and today is the one. Today is the one we're going to be discussing on a topic getting started with generic AI in Azure. And the person that's going to take us this topic today is Imo. Imok. Imok is one of our leader here. Is our very own MVP and a community builder. Hi, Imo. Are you there?
Hi, Catherine. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Um, what are we expecting today?
We're actually expecting to learn a lot from you regarding AI. I hope you're loaded to give us much more from the topic AI.
Okay, thank you. Hello, everybody. Thank you for your time. Thank you for joining us today. Just as Catherine has said, this series is a build-up to our global AI bootcamp coming up next month on March 8th. We're starting this series so that we'll be able to drive and prepare you very well for the big event that is coming up. And today I will be taking the topic on getting started with generative AI in Azure. So a lot of people, you know me. My name is Imo. Catherine has already done that introduction. So we are going to just be briefly discuss about how you can get started with generative AI. We all know that AI is involved. AI is doing a lot. AI is helping us resolve our problems, our issues, supporting us with our work on a daily basis, and making sure that we are meeting up with our customers' demand and even in our personal lives. Moving forward, if you have questions, kindly reach out to drop it in the chat section, and the moderator will bring to my attention. So let's move. Considering the agenda that we have today, we are going to be looking at the meaning of generative AI, and we explore language models, and we discuss briefly about Copilot and AI agents, and we also look at understand Microsoft Copilot. We look at some considerations for prompt writing. We also look at extending and developing Copilot like agents. Then we do a quick demo walkthrough on how to interact with a Microsoft Copilot. Now, if you look at what generative AI is, generative AI is not just like the regular AI that we know. We all know that is a very powerful AI that comes with a lot of functionality, helping us to do a lot, helping us to interact with the applications and individuals, and even with our work tools and all that. So, but then we cannot talk about generative AI without understanding what artificial intelligence is. Artificial intelligence itself is what generative AI is derived from. So, what does AI do, and how does it? How do you understand it if you are asked? Just as the name implies, generative AI is a software, a set of software that mimic humans. It mimics humans' behavior and capability. But then, one thing about AI is that it does the things that though the things that AI does, human being can do them. But then AI does so without much explicit direction from human. You imagine if you build an AI agent or language model today and train, you are training this tool to be able to do the work that when you are not there, he can pick up and do. So that's what AI can do. So, but then it built based on human intelligence. It mimic what we do and who we are. So now, coming to generative AI, generative AI is kind of AI that is built on large language model. It's very large. LLM model that can help us to generate text, video content, and not video content anyway, images and code generation. If you are a developer, you can use generative AI to generate a lot of code, and then helping you save about over 15%, close to 20% of your time, and that's a very good one. But then over reliance of AI on AI is also has some negative effect that can affect your understanding of the real work. In as much as the AI tools is here, over reliance on AI tools can also have a very negative implication on our professional growth. So now, what can generative AI do for us? In this case, like I mentioned before, it can help us to generate content and maybe text generation and using natural language. So when you input a prompt into a generative AI tool like a Microsoft Copilot or a ChatGPT, the popular ChatGPT that we all know, it's you expect it to return answer or a response that matches your input, your prompt. So that's what it does, and also can help you to generate image. Like the image on my screen, I actually generated it using generative AI, and it worked. So for code, if you are writing code for your project, maybe for us who come from the infrastructure background, most time we use code Copilot or ChatGPT to generate maybe Terraform script or Terraform code. I use it to implement some things, use it to modify it to fit your environment, and then we apply. So another one is that you can carry out you can generate audio using generative AI. You can also create like the recent Microsoft AI tools that has text to audio or to video. Like when we talk about the lines of AI search, which the next speaker is going to speak about, you can actually use that to generate a lot of audios and all that. Then for image generation, if you like, you can do a lot of things with it. So if you have questions, let me know. Now, exploring language models. What is the language model to say? We all know that generative AI is at the front end, and we are using it every day. But what is the the machine? Let me put it that way, like the tool behind generative AI. So in this case, language model is a class of natural language processing model that have significantly surpassed the predecessor in form of maybe because it helps us to generate this. So generative AI applications like ChatGPT and Co are actually powered by large language models. So now language models help us to determine sentiment or otherwise classify natural language text. It also helps us in terms of summarizing text, and it can also compare multiple text sources for semantic similarity, then generate new natural languages. Then there's what they call tokenization. Tokenizing, we have a lot of transformer models that large language model is based on. So when we say, okay, like the text I have below, we have I had a dog bark loudly at a cat. So you can tokenize this sentence in a way that you need, that you need. So the first step in terms of developing your model is that you need to train the model, you train the transformer model, and then decompose the training text into tokens. That's where when tokens comes in. So after that, in other words, each of the value is unique, is uniquely identified with ID. So let's see something using an open source platform like OpenAI tokenizer. So now this is a tool. This is what I'm trying to explain. So now if I'm just going to use a sample text here. If I show this example text, Now, many words map to one token, but some don't indivisible, indivisible. So now, if you look at this sentence now, the tokens are counted like this many is one token is counted as a one token. Okay, let me take that text that I have on my screen, add a dog back. So if I paste this text now, you see that the tokens is 10. We have 10 tokens and 35 characters. So if you count it, if you count the character 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So now I omitted something. When you are counting the characters, it must be with the spacing. You must count the spacing as well. So if you count the token 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the token is 10. So just know that everything that you see when you are training a large language model is it starts by you tokenizing it and identifying each of the words with IDs. So now there's another one they call embeddings. Embedding is also help us to create the vocabulary that tokens is built upon. So it helps us to define relationship between tokens. So I would like you can go to, let me share some material for you to learn further. Okay, let me put this side in the chat. You can use it to practice how to identify tokens and all that. Where is the chat here? Okay, can see the chat. So we can use this to learn how to tokenize words. So now, moving further, we have a Copilot and AI agent. Now, these are built upon Microsoft technology, and Copilot we know is example of generative AI tool, and it's a generative AI based assistant that is integrated into a wide range of Microsoft applications and user experience. Now, if you have Copilot is helping us do a lot. If you work in an organization and you have a Microsoft team meeting, if you are hosting a team meeting and you're able to use Copilot to generate the minute of meeting, take down the transcription, and it can help you hasn't the burden of having to come back to recall what was discussed in the meeting and all that. So even when you work when you use Microsoft Word, like all those Microsoft applications, you can use my Copilot to help you summarize stuff. Lengthy text, you can use Copilot to help you summarize. It can help also help you to, in terms of Excel, to plot, maybe make recommendation based on data that you have in your Excel. And now we also know that in Copilot, there is also Copilot for Azure. For those of us who work in the infrastructure part, you can use Copilot to define your infrastructure as well. So it's a very good tool to interact with, and it's there for business use and for also for free version. There's also for that you can use for personal account and be able to use to interact. So the typical example is that you can also install it on your system and use the app as well if you want to. But then there is also a website to go to copilot.microsoft.com. So from here, it's going to prompt you so you can start interacting. You can ask a copilot. Maybe I can ask copilot today. Let me see. What is the weather condition in Lagos, Nigeria now? So uh, it will tell us what the weather condition is. It's saying that Lagos is experiencing cloudy weather with a temperature of around 30 degree. So it also has gone further to forecast for tomorrow that it will be mostly sunny with temperature ranging from 28 degree to 34 degree. So it has provided us with the source that it picks this information from. So Copilot is also is very good tool that you can use for your generative AI needs. So now moving further, we have to talk about the sample I just shown us. So understanding Copilot. How do you understand Copilot? Now, like I said, Copilot is available with a. You can access it on the web browser, which is the one I just did. You can go to the web browser and interact with it. It also offer you an assistant if you are a staff of the company. Your company can give you to just assist your work and augment your productivity. It is not meant to relieve you of your work. No, it is meant to work with you as an assistant to make sure that you are able to accomplish your tasks on time. So we also have Copilot integrated with for those of us who have knowledge about who are knowledgeable about Dynamic 365, which is Microsoft CRM solution. It's also there to support is Copilot in Dynamic 365 sales module is also there. So we also have Copilot on Azure. If you sign into Microsoft Azure portal, you're going to see Copilot right there. This is the Copilot I'm talking about is right here and can help you to achieve more when you are troubleshooting infrastructure. Let's say now there are some prompt question here. You can answer. You can ask questions like that is tailored to your infrastructure that you have within the environment. So now there are generic questions here already that I said. How do I use Azure Service Bus? So here you can just quickly get answer and I need to explain everything to you. Now, the one that can help customers very well, or even you, because you do not want to spend a lot on your Azure services. You don't need to spend much. This one they said you list all our budget within this environment. Now there are a lot of things you can do here. You can use Copilot to do. Let's say do not have let me say you can ask questions that are like how do I prevent accidental deletion of my storage account. So it will tell you what to do and what in order to prevent people from deleting your storage account accidentally. So that's one thing about it. So all that thing is that some troubleshooting skill are there. It can also help you not to not now you see that it has opened up a storage account that I have within this environment. And it's asking me select okay. I think it's still generating. It says select a storage account from the left menu and to continue. So you can walk me through this process if I want to do it, but I'm not going to go beyond this. So now going further, um, let's talk about prompt consideration. Writing prompt is one of the key things because whatever like just as we all know that computer is a garbage in, garbage out, what we put as prompt is what is the response you get. So we must be able to take a lot of things into consideration when writing our prompt. So now you need to start with a specific goal for what you want to for what you want the Copilot to assist you or generative AI to like ChatGPT as well to assist you do. You need to really, really be specific with what you want. Don't just uh, drop generic prompt and expect a better answer, a better response. So another one is that you need to provide provide a source to ground the response in a specific scope of information. You can write maybe you can pick a source somewhere and in your prompt writing you now add the source that AI should reference the response from that source. Now another one is I need to add context to maximize response, appropriateness, and relevance. You need to add context to whatever to whatever problem you're writing. That one is you need to set clear expectations. What do you want of the what do you expect from the response? You need to also iterate based on the previous response to be able to get the most out of the prompt that you put in. So here is a summary of the screen. You need to summarize the key consideration for adopting Copilot. Describe these are the sample of stuff. These are descriptive enough for Copilot to understand and be able to fetch you the desired response that you need. Catherine, is there any question from the audience? Okay, I think Catherine is up backstage. Oh, okay, he's not here. Okay, Catherine, do you have question from the audience? I'm seeing one. I think I shall 5,000 credit available for being trained how to deploy it.
No
Any?
questions so far.
No, I'm seeing one question from the audience about 5,000 credits available. I've been trying to I've been trying how to deploy with it. Anyone interested should DM.
Okay.
I do not really get that quick question. Maybe you
Okay,
can.
so I guess when you're done with everything, we can take that question. It's talking about Azure credit.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So extending and developing Copilot-like agents. So now all this one we've been using is actually the agent and model that someone else has trained or has developed. So now Microsoft has a way for us to develop our own agent and the way we want. And the ways to do this is for you to use Azure AI Foundry and Copilot Studio. So Azure Copilot Copilot Studio is a software as a service that offers you an integrated environment for you to develop your own agent. While Azure AI Foundry is designed to work well and it is a platform as a service that offers developer the opportunity to take full control, and develop their own agents the way they want it. So I think there's a section that will be focusing on Azure AI Foundry, and then we'll be able to look at it from the portal perspective and see how we can write, maybe develop our own agent and all that. So now the demo, I think I've already completed this demo in the course of this presentation. My time is up. So now, but then let's quickly, you can let me share some link with us to for you to continue in your study. Okay, I'm trying to bring that up. So I have the link here. You can start exploring um, Azure AI Studio and know what is it. The generative AI aspect for Copilot, from Copilot perspective, I've already presented the interface. So what you just need to do is to go to copilot.microsoft.com and then sign in with your personal account. You're going to be prompted if you have to sign in with your work account or personal account. Use the personal account because you are not going to use your work account. Then once you do that, it will authenticate and then you start to interact with it. Ask, like I explained during the presentation, you need to tailor your prompt appropriately for you to get accurate and desired response that you want. So thank you very much for your time today and really appreciate it. Thank you, Catherine, for having me.
Thank you so much, Imo. That was very informative. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I hope we all learned one or two things regarding generative AI. At least I guess most of us uses one or two of these AI, especially when we talk about co-pilots and we have other type of generative AI we use in our daily basis. So thank you for enlightening us on this topic. And what's working with you on this topic, I get to understand that when we should consider some stuff before we kind of pop in question. Like our prompt should be specific so that we don't just get a generic prompt or answers. So it should be specific. Okay, thank you so much. Any question, guys? Do we have any question? Okay, while we are still waiting for question, Edward, thank you. You putting out your interest for those that are in need of Azure credit. We'll let you know if there's anyone that will be in need of it. Thank you for your kindness in trying to share your credit with us. Okay, so if there is no question in the next 5 minutes, we'll be ending this session. We'll be going to another session. Okay, guys, since there is no question, I would like to introduce our next speaker. So our next speaker is going to be teaching us on a topic. He's going to be teaching us a topic on a topic of getting started with Azure AI Speech Studio. So we have Rafa Momo to take us on this topic, getting started with Azure AI Studio, Speech Studio, getting started with Azure AI Speech Studio. Hi, Rafa, are you there? So Rafa is one of our community leader and also an MVP. We're here to learn from the wealth of knowledge of from where Rafa this evening. Hi, Rafa. Hi, guys. Can anyone hear me?
You can kindly put me. Yes, good evening, everyone. I'm very excited to be with you, and I'm going to be sharing with you. Um, I'm going to be picking up from where Imo stopped. Okay, another Microsoft technology that's going to help you think that will make your life easy. Okay, so it's Azure AI Studio. I'm going to be sharing my screen shortly. Just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to begin this session. Sorry, you have to see this. Okay, so sorry. Yes. Okay. So you already know my name. My name is Raphael Gabmomo, Microsoft MVP, your loyal community member. I've been with you for a very long time. And yes. So what is Azure AI Studio? Now, as you all know, AI is here to stay and it's not going anywhere. Okay. So they say that by they used to say by 2030, okay, that there's going to be singularity between that human being, will fall into a state of singularity. What is singularity? When man and machine becomes one. Okay. But now I'm hearing that it's no longer 2030 or it's 2045. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is that AI is here. You can't do anything. You can't do anything about it. Okay. So most of our everyday lives, AI will make us better. It will even turn to a time where we ourselves we will have AI inside us. Okay. I believe that at that time people will not even go to school anymore. Okay, because if you've integrated the thing, you are already smarter than any professor. Okay, now what is AI Speech Studio? Now, AI Speech Studio is a comprehensive platform inside which is a part of Azure that you can use for building, testing, deploying AI powered speech. What does that mean? Okay, now I'm speaking to you in my normal Nigerian accent. I can actually use AI to be speaking Yoruba. Okay, I can use AI and you'll be hearing me. Okay, you think I'm speaking to you naturally, but it's English I'm speaking, but AI has converted it into Yoruba. So AI Speech Studio does some very amazing things. Okay, we're going to be looking at all that in the course of this lecture. Okay, now it's a part of Azure Cognitive Service. You know that Azure has been on this for a very long time. Those of you that has been with Azure since we started the beginning, since we started the community, you will agree with me that before people came and started saying, "Oh, AI, Azure has been ahead." Azure don't they? Sorry, I'm speaking pidgin. Yeah, Azure has been ahead. You know, before the craze of AI, we used to hear this word. Oh, yeah, Azure have it there as cognitive services. Okay, so it's still part of cognitive services, and yeah, it provides all tools for translation of speech to text, text to speech, anything related to speech and text is what AI Studio is all about. So we're going to be breaking it down bit by bit in the next couple of minutes. Okay, yes, what are the key features of it? Some of the key features: number one, it can break speech to text. Now, it converts your natural language as you are speaking it to text. Okay, now I'm sure that you've seen, like on my computer, there are certain programs that I use, and all of a sudden I want them to be translated to text. Okay, those programs, they didn't just come into play. AI Studio was incorporated into them. Now, I attended a very high level meeting this week, and those guys were all about how do we incorporate AI into our services to make things better, to make customers more happy. Now, this is 2025. Okay, now putting now these things, to be honest with you, these things actually would make every business get more sales lead, because at the end of the day you want to make your customers happy. So any little integration you can integrate into your services, into your systems, that will make things better is always a win-win. Okay, and Azure AI Studio has all these services, all these features to make that happen. So we can turn speech to text, we can turn text to speech, we can do translation. I have an application. If I have an application and I want to send it to China, okay, now it's even easier than you can imagine. With AI Studio integration, everything in that application can be converted to Chinese language for the Chinese market. So also the Spanish market, so also the Portuguese market, and yeah, Spanish market, German market, French market. Okay, now so it does a lot of amazing things. Okay, to make the life of a businessman uh, easier for its customers. Now, let's look at some specific use cases. Now, customer support. Now, I'm sure that at one point or the other, you might have used one website at one point or the other, and you see that something pops up. Okay, maybe at 4 a.m. in the night, and you think that it's human being that is chatting with you. Ironla. Okay, it's not a human being that is chatting with you. It's a bot. Okay, bot that was made possible with Azure AI Studio. Okay, so it's good for us. One of the most important use case is customer support. Okay, another use case is accessibility. Now, accessibility would I'm sure that you'll agree with me that even though people are disabled, they are still human beings. Okay, they are still human beings, and they deserve a right to enjoy everything that we are enjoying. So we can use AI Studio to actually improve the experiences, user experiences in this application for people with disabilities. Okay, another very use case, it will be media and entertainment. We can generate voiceover, we can generate subtitles, and all that. Yeah. So I have in my, yeah. Let me not go past it now, but yeah, you can use it to do amazing things. Okay. Now for business automation, we can use it to streamline workflow with voice different applications. So let's move to the next slide. Okay. Now, how do we get started with Azure AI Studio? It all starts with, yeah, Azure. Okay. So I think what I did here, you just need to type speech services. Okay, type speech services in Azure. Okay, type speech services. You're gonna click on create. You're looking at my screen. Okay, sorry, I've moved to Azure. Let me stop and share again so that you can see my Azure. Azure. Okay, so all you need to do, okay, so here I'm home. All you need to do is just to type speech services, speech. Just give me a minute, guys. Give me a minute. I'll be back. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I had to attend to something urgently, but I'm back now. So let's continue from where we stopped. So you're gonna go to your Microsoft Azure account. Just type speech services. Speech services. Okay, hit enter. Okay, so you're gonna click on create.
All
Okay.
right, we are not seeing that screen.
Okay, sorry for that. I'm going to try it again. Uh, okay, let me share my entire screen to make it easier. Because I'm sharing my entire screen now. Um, yeah, so Imo, can you confirm if you're seeing my screen now? Yes. Okay, so I'm sure that you are seeing my
No, I
screen.
cannot see
All
it.
I
No,
Can you see my screen?
no, I cannot see it.
Uh-uh. Strange.
You didn't bring it live. You didn't bring the screen live.
Okay,
Share
so
it again. After sharing, you have to bring it live.
I'm sharing now.
It's live now.
Okay. So all you need to do is to click on Microsoft Azure. Okay, just the same way you will search for all you guys. You know that Azure is so easy to use. The same way you would use the same way you search for virtual machines or anything that you're doing, just search for Speech Studio. As easy as that. So Azure AI service, not hard to use at all. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to type speech services. Speech services. Okay, I'm gonna hit enter. Okay, now you need to create. Yeah, you need to click on the plus create button. You can see that there are a lot of services here, but I'm gonna click plus create button. You're gonna choose your subscription and your resource group. I'm gonna click a new resource group for it. I'm gonna call it speech demo. Okay, speech demo together or with underscore speech demo. Okay, speech demo. I'm gonna give it a name. Demo. Okay, demos. Yeah, with speech. Demo speech. Okay. Pricing tier. I'm gonna use standard 0. I'm gonna review and create. Okay, so it's taking some time. Please be patient with me. Um, okay, so it's fully on. I'm gonna click on create. So you must create the speech service first before you can use the speech studio. Okay, yeah, so that was how I got here. This is Speech Studio. But before I got here, I had to create something in Azure Portal 4. So you're seeing it create. I just wanted to show you the process. So we're actually here in Speech Studio. This is how Speech Studio look like. Okay. So if you can click on this yeah, dotted squares, scroll here, you see that it has all other things that are related to AI as well. But Speech Studio is where I am at, and that's why it's showing you the first. So you can scroll down, you can see the capabilities that it has. You can caption, you can see that there is a video playing in the yeah, like they're trying to show you a video that is playing, and you can see that it's making captions. Okay, so each of these things that you're seeing are the possibilities, are the thing. Oh, sorry, you're not seeing that screen. Sorry, yeah, I think, yeah, I'm sharing it now. Sorry, I thought I was sharing that. Now I'm sharing it now. So I'm in Speech Studio, and you're saying the things that Speech Studio can do. Okay, you can actually caption text. Maybe like you are in a church, a pastor is preaching, you want the text to be captioned automatically. That can easily be achieved with Speech Studio. Okay, you want a post call transcription, you're making a call, customer service, and you want that call to be transcribed. You can easily do it with Speech Studio. If I click on any of these, you can see that we can start digging into it right away. Okay, we can do a live chat avatar. If I click on any of these, it will do that. Okay, now this particular one, if you want to learn a natural language, so whichever scenario that you want to use, it can do it for you. Now let's try one of them, a video translation. So let's assume that we have a video that we want to translate. You can actually use one of these to start working on your project right away. That's how easy Azure is to use. Okay, now I like Azure because, yeah, it's our bread and butter. I know that you're part of the community, so it's your bread and butter as well, and it's not difficult to use at all. Okay, so let's click on start video trans. Yeah, so you, okay, so yeah, uh unfortunately I wanted to try it, but you can see that the free one is not available unless I upgrade, and I'm not ready to upgrade. I'm going to go back. Let's just try this one. Okay, let's just try the first one. So if we look at this one, okay, we have a sample video that it's here. So you can see that this video, if I play it, okay, so yeah, so we can try with your own video. Okay, so we can upload a video, and we can actually translate it in real life. Okay, so I'm not going to do that because I think I have about 12 minutes left and I still have some slides. But you can see that Azure Speech Studio has everything that you need to start working on your demos right away. We can also get the samples from GitHub. We can also get the samples from GitHub and start working on them directly. So for anyone that is serious, you want to start working on stuff related to speech directly, you can start digging in right away. Azure Azure makes things easy. Okay, so let's just play with the interface a little bit before I go back to my slide. Okay, so what other thing is here? So you can see real-time speech to text. So we saw this particular use case in the slide. I'm going to click on it. Okay, so I'm going to click on it. So I can actually upload a speech here, and if I try it, unfortunately I don't have. Oh no, okay. So I'm not showing you that slide. Let me show you this one. This one that I've just opened is very, very interesting. This one is very, very interesting. Okay. So let's assume that I have you have a lesson that you want to yeah, you can upload a speech. Okay, a speech like this thing that I'm saying, assuming it's recorded, you can just upload it, and it's the Speech Studio will help you translate it. Okay, it's as easy as that. I think I've not I think I've actually done this before, and I used it for a use case, okay, for a client's project, and it worked easily. So one thing about Azure is that you need to play with everything. Okay, so this is me telling you that go to your Azure portal, create what I created, open Speech Studio, and you can start playing right away with all of these things. Okay, so I'm going to go straight to my slides so that I can finish up. I don't know how many of it is left because I think I have 10 more minutes. So this is what we just played with you. Looking at my slide right now, I showed you how to get started with Speech Studio. Okay, I went to Azure portal. I chose speech service. I created a speech service. I named it demo. and boom, that was how it took me to Speech Studio, and I saw all the different options there. Okay, so if we look like speech to text, if we chose that, if I had uploaded any audio, it can customize it for me, and I can deploy it to any other solution that I want to use it for. It's as easy as that. Okay, what are some of the benefits of Azure Speech Studio? Now, it has scalability. Okay, you can easily integrate it into cloud applications. So I mentioned earlier that I was with a certain group of people earlier this week, and they were thinking of how to integrate AI into. Is actually a bank, okay, a bank application. So they want to like go big on AI, integrate AI in every aspect of the application to make. And why are they trying to do this? The customer focus, customer satisfaction is always number one. So they want customers to be happy. That's why they are trying to do this. So you can scale it into a lot of use cases, cloud applications, so that they can bring benefits to your users. So high accuracy, you know that AI is the one powering it, and so it's highly accurate. You can customize, and yeah, it's secure. It adheres to all the security standards, because you know that Azure is actually not number two. Okay, now if you notice, sometimes it usually goes up and down. Sometimes AWS will be number one. Sometimes AWS usually drops, but maybe because you guys don't know, sometimes AWS usually drops and Azure goes to number one sometimes. Okay, so Azure is actually not too bad with the rankings, and they follow a lot of security compliance. So let's move to the next slide. Okay, so I think I'm almost done. I'm going to be asking you some few questions from some few questions from all that I've said today. Okay, and my question number one is, which industry do you think would benefit from a Speech Studio real-time transcription? Now, I already have one particular industry in my head. Okay, so which industry do you think would benefit from this AI thing, incorporating AI Studio into the application? Which one comes to your head first? I want to see, if you're listening, I want to see your responses in the chat. Okay, so I'm going to count 1 to 5. If no one responds, I'm going to give you my own thoughts. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let me tell you. Now, doctor's handwriting is very bad. Okay, sorry if you're a doctor and you're watching us. Now, all the hospitals that I've been to, okay, all the hospitals that I've known, every doctor, I think they do that on purpose. Their handwriting is super terrible. Okay, so I think that if there is a way we can integrate this into whatever doctors used to, the notes they give to us, so that it can maybe translate their prescription into voice, so that their handwritings are easy to use. Now, apart from doctor, to be honest, every industry would benefit from the use of speech to text. Okay, it's good for every industry. Now, what if I want to check my balance, just my balance, my bank balance, and I don't want to strain my eyes. Okay, when I go there, it knows that the application knows that I'm trying to check my balance, and it reads my balance to me. It reads it understands my sentiments. It knows that oh, I don't have people around, so it can read loud. But if it takes note of the surrounding, oh, it knows that oh, there are some noises in the surrounding. It can read it, to suit. Yeah, so it doesn't yeah. Point I'm trying to make is that every industry will benefit from the use of this application. Okay, no, from the use of integrating Speech Studio services into the application. So let me go to the next point. Next question. Now, if you've been listening, I want you to tell me, what technology does Azure use to generate natural sounding voices? Okay, if anyone is in the meeting that you want to respond to that, it will be great. Okay, so what technology does Microsoft use to generate natural sounding voices? Now, you don't want to use pitch to you don't want to use this service, and when it's translating something for you, it's sounding like the voice of a of a cat or of a dog, maybe sounding like a pigeon. Maybe you have a parrot in your house. It doesn't sound like a human voice. That will be strange. Okay, Microsoft uses a special technology to make this possible. Now, if you want to respond to that, that would be great. But if you don't, I'm going to count 1 to 3. If anyone wants to respond, that's fine. If not, I'm going to reveal the answer. Okay, so I'm going to count 1, 2, 3. No one responded. Yes, so it's big. Okay, so neutral text to speech. Okay, that's a technology that Microsoft uses to make this possible. Neutral text to speech. It's an advanced technology that uses deep learning models to generate human voice. Okay, so it's not just as you say it. It's an advanced technology. Microsoft uses it to generate human-like speech, okay, from written text. So if you have a written text, you want to generate a speech from it, yeah, it's neutral text to speech technology. So I hope that, yes, I think that will be the end of my presentation. I hope you learned a thing or two from all I've said today. And if you have any question, I am open to answer your question. I think I only have 3 minutes to go. So if you have a question, please go ahead and ask a question. Thank you very much for listening. If not, I'm going to be handing it over to our wonderful moderator, Catherine. Okay.
All
So,
right.
hello,
All right.
Catherine.
All right, Raphael. No problem.
Hi everyone. Thank you, Raphael. Thank you for taking us through the topic. That was really educative. So, guys, are we ready to start start making use Azure Speech Studio? With Azure Speech Studio, we can do a lot. We can actually start our own practical, like creating text to speech and speech to text, incorporating it in our projects. So, do you have any question regarding the last topic that was just treated now? Okay, so I'm actually checking if there's questions. There is no question. It's just engagements where they were answering your question, which you previously asked. So, guys, thank you so much for coming to today's study series. We appreciate your presence in this study series today. Next week we'll have another series, and we hope to see you. Please do invite your friends and loved ones to join and learn from this study series. Do have a great evening. Bye for now.